Talk about this, the hidden cost of being an influencer. Now, there's some hidden costs being an influencer, often overlooked, but can significantly impact your financial well-being and personal life. Now, this video is going to explore what you're going to expect and some of the expenses, time commitment, and mental health challenges you may face as an influencer.
The glamorous world of influencers often conceals a harsh reality lurking beneath the surface. It's a world where designer clothes and exotic trips are the norm, but few see the mounting debts and financial struggles behind the scenes. The pressure to maintain a perfect facade online can lead influencers down a treacherous path of scandals and controversy.
Now, I'm going to offer some of the insights, some of the things I've seen, and some of the issues I had. And here's the thing. Do you want to be an influencer? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, influencers aren't going to go away. And before you go into becoming an influencer, you're going to need to know some things. The glamorous facade of and debunking this illusion. Influencer lifestyles portray as a luxurious but really is more demanding than that. Because as an influencer, yes, I can get invited to some of these parties, go enjoy life, but at the end of the day, you have to hit a certain level. You have to be able to afford to go to these events. You have to understand there's a lot of things go behind the scene. It's portrayal of this luxury lifestyle, but they only show you the snapshot of the good parts. You know how many views they'll get if they give the boring parts? Almost none. That's why social media and news are based off of traumatic news or luxury we're showing off, right? No one wants to see the average Joe. And that's what I learned. But hey, I'm just letting you know the truth. People want to see something unique, and influencers based on your knowledge. Nowadays, influencers have to have some experience in the field before they become an influencer, but before it was a lot easier. And social media showcase highlights hiding the effort, stress, and financial struggles. A lot of financial experts, a lot of these people who are influencers are actually broke.
Some of the biggest influencers struggle to sell a freaking $15 t-shirt. Meanwhile, people you've never heard of with followings less than 1,000 people are making 7 figures a year. Here's the secret. Most influencers are broke.
They don't have money. So you need to understand that they're just showing off. Some of them are living off their mom and dad and running up credit card debt. Some of them are actually just taking pictures and on these fake sites. So you need to understand there's an industry to show that you're fake rich. So and the focus on the perfect life can create an unrealistic expectation that's presented to the viewers. Now, life isn't perfect. So I don't make my videos glamorous. I just do what I can, right? But the different thing is, I don't care. I do these videos because I like doing them. And I want to warn people, before you're trying to become an influencer, you need to know some of these issues that comes up. And the first issue is the hidden cost beyond the free products. Influencers often have to invest in professional equipment, editing software, marketing tools, and just to start off with. Yes, you get free stuff, but the free stuff does not equal the same. You can't get away from, if you want decent quality, a decent camera. You can't get away from editing software. You can try to find free stuff. And then at the end of the day, if you're an influencer, you always are marketing or advertising some of your videos just so you can get more viewers and more subscribers. There's nothing you can do. If you want to be seen, unless you do something crazy to get viral, you are gonna have to do the long grind. It's gonna cost you a little bit of money in this stuff. And then if you're a traveling influencer, you go to events, you do these different things, it's gonna cost you to travel, the event expenses for networking, collaboration, sometimes it costs money, and the amount of money it costs for content creation. All this stuff, it's just the money spent. I haven't even talked about the time you spend on content creating. brand management, and community engagement. Those take time, and those are hidden fees and costs that you need to understand about it. Now, let's talk about mental health that people don't want to talk about and the visibility of it. The mental health of working and talking to yourself on a camera. It is not easy. Like and subscribe to the video if you have mental health problem, and maybe you can tell me what it is. But if not, hey, I tried. But the constant pressure to perform and maintain engagement and staying relevant can lead you to burnout. Always being on your phone trying to find, oh, what's the latest news? What's going on? Well, personally, I don't do that. But I know other influencers on the channels that they had to scroll the phone, latest news. They have to be the first one post because they get all the views that way. Yes, I understand that. But I just make content about what I think people need to hear on educational, on finance, and things that I think people should hear, and not really a news type of thing. But guess what? It also can cause a burnout because I had to come up with topics. There's no real easy way to come up with topics. And the other thing you have to understand is dealing with the negativity, criticism, the hate comments can take a toll on your mental health. No matter what you do, if someone tells you you're fat, you're ugly, you're going bald, I guess another one, you're Asian, you should go back to your country. You get these type of comments. You get people that are mean. And you need to understand that after a while, so you read them and you're like, oh, I don't care. But it takes a toll after a while. It's funny at first. After a year, you're like, man, dang, that's kind of mean. And then it gets to you mentally after a while. There's nothing you can do. And then the issue about this is you will have issues mentally if you don't go out of your house. Because some influencers just stay at home and make video game content. All they do is play games every day and talk to the camera. And I know a bunch of them that's dealing with anxiety. They can't really go out. They can't really deal with people. They have issues, right? And this is where I'm coming out with mental health issue and mental awareness that influencers, a lot of them, after some time of streaming on Twitch, I've seen this, is they become depressed. They become tired. They feel burnt out after playing just video games consistently because now it's not fun, it's a job. So the other issue I see is balancing personal life with public personas can be challenging. It impacts relationship and self-esteem. This is why I just come on here and talk, and I don't really worry about holding a certain persona. I'm just me. If you meet me, I act the same way I do on camera. It's no different, but there's people that have different personas that they play on cameras, and it could affect your personal life and your self-esteem because, hey, it's just people want to see you act a certain way, and it's not really fun. And I've seen people who done it and have issues. There's a gym guy that had this certain persona, and I think it was bro science.
The day you start lifting is the day you become forever small, because you'll never be as big as you want to be. No one thinks about being small more than a big dude.
Something like that. Here's a video, but I don't think he really acts like that in person. I never met him, but I don't know. And let's talk about the next part though. Building a sustainable business. Yes, diversified income stream, creating online course, affiliate marketing, sponsored content. You have all different diversity content you can make. And you have to do that and reach out, and it's work. You don't get to see behind the scenes. You have to sign a contract. You can't do this. You can do this. There's a lot of go behind it. And then affiliate marketing, you have to make videos about a product. You can create online courses and charge people for it. And that's what a lot of people do to make money. I don't make online courses. I give all my stuff away for free. I have a book on sale, but hey, I have to charge something for it because I don't print it. Amazon print it. Like, I don't do affiliate marketing very much unless I'm talking about a PC, but I don't like making videos on that. It just feels like a cop out. And sponsored content, unless someone calls me or emails me and offer me money, I'm really not going to do a content about it. I just like talking. So I don't really have sponsors. So investing in education and professional development, enhance your skills to stay ahead of trends, is kind of the hard part. You need to understand how to stay ahead. And for me, I don't really stay ahead. I just kind of just make videos. But if you want to stay on top and stay viral, you kind of have to do that. I'm kind of one of those consistent people that likes to make financial videos and education so I can help other people. And the other part about building a sustainable business, building a strong community, fostering genuine relationship can lead to long-term success with your viewers. So people do these personas and they can't keep it up for 20 something years. People will have, these kids YouTube channel that the kids play with toys. Well, those channels aren't sustainable. They're still trying to do it. They still get a lot of views. But at the end of the day, after a while, some of the kids, even now, when I go back to like watch some of the videos, I'm like, man, that's kind of cringy now. Isn't that kid getting a little too old? You get those type of things. And you have to remember, if you're trying to be an influencer, you're going to need to have sustainability. And what do I think the future of influence is going to be? As long as you're authentic and transparent, are the big crucial thing in building trust and long-term engagement, I think the future of influence is going to be very important because viewers are going to buy things because of their people who they get sponsored by. And this is where you have to focus on value the audience through education, entertainment, and inspiration. Now, you can utilize platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reel, short video content to attract more audience. But the thing is, you have to make sure it kind of all correlate to what you talk about. For me, it's business and finance. I did start another channel to visit places, and that cost me money. But hey, I don't mind. I like visiting places and dressing up. It's just cosplay. So I do like doing that, and I can see myself consistently do that. But I don't have a different persona if you meet me in person. So that's the way you have to do it. I think the future is for influencers gonna be pretty big. More and more companies gonna start hiring influencers to help advertise, help push their products, because that's how they make money. Personal branding and everything is a thing. So people are gonna want to attach to personal branding. Nike could reach out to you. Adidas could reach out to you anytime for influence. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, any of these products could reach out to you because they want you to be on their side. And they learn that a bad influence can ruin a company, if you don't remember what happened to Bud Light. But yes, I still think influence is going to be important in the future, and it's going to help a new job market field. It's going to be similar to acting. But hey, you're going to start seeing more influence out there for the business side and advertisement, just because it makes money and it's not going away. And they're going to make people make content about their product all the time and have people follow. So it's not going to go away. I think more and more people can become influencer. So I think the money's going to be stretched out farther and farther. It's not going to be a whole bunch added at one time. I think more and more people's going to get in there and the money's going to be, expanded out. And that's all I got for you on that. Like, subscribe to my video.